Hey guys, today's video is going to be on my fruit trees. I just watched a video by Broke Farmer, and it seems like he's having the same issue that I'm having. And I had a question about some of my fruit trees producing fruit so early, because my trees are, most of them anyway, are just little baby trees, and they're already putting on a lot of fruit. And I didn't know if that was harming the tree or not. I know that with this big peach tree that's behind me, that when they start bearing the fruit, if you don't want the fruit to wear down that branch or break that branch, or if you want even just better peaches, better tasting peaches, or bigger robust peaches, then you try to take off so many while they're small, off of one, and just limit so many peaches to a limb. Like if you can see on this tree behind me, let's see, let me see if I can flip the camera around. Well, no, that works. Okay, like this limb right here, it has 4 peaches right here bunched up. So when I see that, actually 5, you want to look at the fruit and go ahead and take off some of the fruit so that it won't have so many fruits on there weighing down the branch. Let me flip. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, so usually when I see 2 together like that, I go ahead and take those off, especially if I see any kind of misshapen fruit. I go ahead and take those off, and that usually helps. So anyway, what I'm getting at is this big tree could handle something like that. Even if I left it alone and it had too much fruit, then it would be okay. I mean, these tree branches are heavy enough and thick enough that it could hold the peaches. Like I said, it'll just have better peaches if you went on ahead and sorted through them like that. However, this little tree, this is a nectarine tree, and this is also another problem that Broke was talking about. I wasn't getting any growth on the stalk of this tree. However, I am getting growth right off of the rootstock. So I'm just gonna leave it, see what happens. I've already contacted the tree company and let them know of my issue and that I'm not happy, and hopefully they will replace this tree. This is another tree. This is a persimmon tree, and hopefully I can get close enough so you can see here. On this persimmon tree, I came out here the other day, and now mind you, a couple of weeks ago, this tree was literally just a stick, like no leaves, nothing, just the stick. And it started bearing the leaves, and I'm like, yay, it's alive, it's doing something. But then, if you could see right here, these 2 little stems come from fruits that were actually already on the tree. There were 2 little persimmons on the tree, and I was like, wow, it went from producing leaves, and then 2 weeks later it's already starting to fruit. So this tree did what it was supposed to do, and it went on ahead and dropped the fruit, knowing that it's too early for that. Okay, so no problem with that tree. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, and now this is my Meyer Lemon, and kind of like what he was saying here, have all these fruits on one limb. I got all these blooms, and at first I was happy. I was like, yay, all these blooms are gonna turn into fruit, which they did. Still blooming, still have all these little fruits. All these limbs have all these fruits on blooms, old blooms. So I started doing the same thing he was doing. I started removing them, and look at that, full of fruit. Again, more fruit. Still more fruit. Okay, and it only has two big ones, like this one and this one are probably the biggest ones on the tree. All the rest of them are little bitty baby ones. So I started pulling some of the fruit off, and actually some of the fruit actually did what it was supposed to do. It went on ahead and dropped this fruit. It was dropping fruit inside of the bucket. It's dropping fruit on the ground, and that's what it's supposed to do, because like I said, this tree is too little. I mean, look at it. It's too little. And I was thinking, even after I pull some of the fruit off, if I put it in the ground, I'm sure it's going to explode and do much better, which is what the plan was in the first place. And I'm still going to do that. But I was wondering, should I keep pulling the fruit or should I not? I believe this tree is 2 to 3 years old. I want to say 3 because when I bought it, it was a year old. Last year, it didn't do anything. It actually, I didn't even leave it out in the cold. It just literally lost all of its limbs, all of its leaves, of course. It went dormant, but it literally just looked like this main stalk right here. Just this one and this one with no extra branches, like nothing. And I was thinking that it was dead and too much to come back from. But last year it started sprouting new branches and just a little bit of leaves. Like it sprouted out, you know, looked like a nice little tree. And then this year it like exploded, not only with leaves and limbs, but now with fruit. So it's 3 years old. I mean, I think it is supposed to be fruiting, but I think this is just way too much fruit for the size of this tree. I don't know. Somebody tell me. I've never grown a Meyer Lemon before. And like I said, it is dropping fruit, like I said, on its own. So will it drop? See, look at that. Will it drop the fruit on its own, what it's supposed to drop, and keep what it's supposed to keep? Because look at that. They're so fragile. Like they're just falling off in my hand. So like I really don't even have to pull some of them off. So is that the case? Is that what it's doing? I read that sometimes citrus will lose its leaves and you'll think that something is wrong with the tree, but it's nothing wrong with the tree. It's just putting its energy source into the fruit and not into the leaves. So that's what I thought was going on at first, but I don't know. Somebody help me out here. Okay, now this is a Calamandin bush, and same thing is going on here. When I received this plant, it actually had this one little fruit on it right here, and it was full of leaves all the way down. Now the plant recently just started dropping its leaves. As you can see, they're all over the bottom of the pot, and it started putting on all these little baby fruit. It's at the bottom of the tree, and then going up, it's just starting to put on fruit. So I don't know, is this the same thing going on with the Meyer Lemon? I mean, they're all citrus, so I don't know. And then I have my Satsuma here. This is the Awari Satsuma, and it's just leaves. There's like nothing, no production of fruit. It's just growing straight up like it's supposed to. Beautiful green leaves and no worries there. And also, look at my mango tree. And while we're at this mango tree, somebody help me out with this too. My mango tree has, I want to call them rungs, because they come out, they come up, and then it spreads out, then it comes up again, and it spreads out like an umbrella, and then it comes up again, and then it spreads out like an umbrella. Is that what mango trees do? Is that what they're supposed to do? Do they not get any wider until they get bigger, or is there something that I'm supposed to be doing to make them branch out to the side? Somebody help me out there. Dragon fruit doing good. But this is the last, this is the, no, Ponderosa lemon. Ponderosa lemon. And same thing here, but this one looks okay. This lemon is huge, and I think that it's about to start turning yellow. But this is the other bigger fruit. And then all the rest of them are small, like that. Like that. But for, let's see, for the most part, it looks like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that one dropped, 9. So probably 10, yeah, 11. So like 10 fruit on this tree, and it's about, and it's probably about 2 feet high. So maybe that one's okay. So that's my dilemma with the fruit trees. If someone can help me out with that one. I just recently got a Hamelin sweet orange for a Mother's Day gift, and it's 4 to 5 feet tall, and I'm gonna plant that one in the ground. And it also doesn't have any fruit on it right now. It's just growing straight up like it's supposed to. So I'm not really worried about that one right now. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna plant that, because I do want it to be in direct sun. So look at my Echinacea. It's looking beautiful. Has grown up nice and tall this year. Have not planted any roselle this year. Last year I was growing the roselle, and I had too much roselle, and my Echinacea and my lavender and all that good stuff didn't come up like I wanted to. But now it's coming up, and I didn't plant the roselle, so it's okay. I still have some in storage that I dehydrated, and I have some still in the freezer that I froze, so I'm good to go there. My elephant ears are looking nice. Got some little ones right there. So that's it, guys. I just really need help with that dilemma with my fruit trees. If you can help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. And again, we're just learning together in the garden. We're just learning together in the garden. So I like to bring my problems to you all, and if you guys have any questions for me, I welcome them. So while we're at it, I just thought about another issue that I ran into the other day when I was watering my plum tree. And all I could do is laugh at myself, because I know exactly how it happened. But let me see if I can show you guys this. Okay, so this is one of my plum trees, and I want to say that this is a methley plum, but again, I'm not quite sure, because this was a hand-me-down from one of my uncles. Thank you, Uncle Jose. But, or Jose, we call him Jose here in the country. So he gave me this tree. He actually gave me 3 trees, and when he gave them to me in a bucket that he had pulled up from his own orchard, and they were real teeny tiny, like probably size of a branch like this. And he had them, you know, rooted down in some water in a bucket, and he had like some tape around them showing me, this is a yellow plum, this is a red plum, this is a yellow apple. And I was supposed to give the apple tree to Mom, and my mom said, I don't have any room for that, so you go ahead and take it. So I was just starting out then, and I said, oh cool, thank you, Mom. So anyway, before I can get them planted, they sat in the bucket in my yard for a few days, and then I went on ahead and planted them. And by that time the tape had worn off the names of them, so I didn't know which was which, and I kind of just went by the way that the leaf was going, the way that the leaf was looking, and I planted them. Anyway, now fast forward 3 years later, and this tree has grown out, and I was watering it, and I saw that this leaf pattern was much different than these leaves, as you can see. And here's another group right here. See, those leaves are much different looking than these leaves. So I followed the stalk of those leaves, which is here, down the base of the plant, and voila, look at that. It's actually two different trees growing into one. It's a apple tree, a yellow apple, and a plum. Yes, I did that. Yep. So immediately when I saw that, I knew exactly what had happened. So now the question is, how do I fix this? Being that it's kind of intertwined, as you see right there, you can tell that this is different than these, and it kind of grows up and around the other branch. I'm gonna see if maybe I can untangle it somehow, and then maybe I can dig it up and plant it somewhere else. But if not, then being that the plum tree has kind of taken over here, then the plum tree is gonna win the spot. I'm afraid that if I leave it and let it grow, then I don't know, maybe one will get in the way of the other. What do you think? I don't know. And leave it up to me to do something like that. Yeah, that's just kind of how my life works. But anyway, I'm Sunshine, and those are the problems that I have ran into in my garden today. And if you can help me fix those problems, then please do so. If you have not hit the like and subscribe button, go ahead and do that as well. I would appreciate you as part of my Sunshine family and helping my numbers grow and tweaking that algorithm and all that good stuff that YouTube likes. And I would like to see what you're doing in your garden. So you guys have a good day. Peace and blessings unto you.